Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and we're down here at Creative Community Consulting on West Main in beautiful downtown Frazee with Rick. You got to shake hands, Rick.
Hello.
And your last name, sir?
My last name is Kagigebi. It's an Ojibwe name, so it means forever lasting sitting. It doesn't mean it's a concept. It doesn't mean like, oh, there's a chair, I'm going to sit there forever. It means like when you find your function in life, forever. So like I make blankets, probably be making blankets forever. So that's kind of a concept, my last name.
So, how did you get involved with making blankets, Rick?
When I was a young lad in 1980, my father would take me around to ceremonial drums. And towards the end, what they would have is a social dance. There you would give a gift to someone, you would dance, and then they would reciprocate. So it's more like even out. So when they did that, they would give blankets, or they would give material, or whatever they had. And so I noticed that it would seem a lot more interesting if I gave away blankets than just a piece of material. So my very first blanket was a 4-pointed star, and I had no sewing skills, and I learned to sew on a foot treadle machine of my grandmother's. Yep, my dad had to show me how to use it. That was like in 1980. I didn't do anything like this. I was very ambitious with that 4-pointed star, and I have been going since then, 1980. So about 44 years I've been making blankets.
That's amazing, And do you have any idea how many you've made?
My wife does. For myself, it's I guess all I can put it as I've done hundreds and hundreds. Checkerboard versus I do a generalized pattern where I do my own patterns. I would say maybe pretty close to 1,000 in those 44 years.
And so, where are you based out of, Rick?
I am living in Detroit Lakes, so I'm just hop, skip, and a jump over. And when the opportunity came to do it here, what I tell people is I love the sound of my voice. So if I can explain these, the more power to me, I guess.
Well, you have a pleasant, calming voice to me,
Thank you. We'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Oh, see, even the dog's laying down.
Yeah, I saw it flop over.
And so this is something that you just decided to do in 1980, And what do you have any other artistic endeavors that you're involved in?
I'll stick with this here. My wife does do some birch bark quill work. I can dabble with that, but that's her forte. I'm not as good, so I will stick with what I know. And I don't want to spread myself too thin with a lot of things, a lot of projects. I do enjoy making the blankets.
We used to have a group home, and one lady that we actually got from the institution, Charlotte Arola, worked with beads.
Oh, okay.
And she was an unruly child. They sent her to the institution, and they did a frontal lobotomy on her. Jeez. After that, she got married and also had 3 kids. Mm-hmm. But when she came to us in later life, her use of colors was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just so interesting to watch her do something, And even when she would do coloring or painting, her colors, that's why I see these butterflies, these multicolored butterflies on this one, just makes me think of her. So.
Oh, yeah. It's when I do a blanket, I like to. Sometimes the story tells itself. So I look at it's obvious. Yeah, there's butterflies and there's flowers on here. So print a floral print. but I like to think of these as big flowers, and then the butterflies going. So it's like you're out in a botanical gardens, butterflies flying around, going to pollinate and stuff. So a little story.
Well, I appreciate you being on the program, Rick. You know, and I really enjoy your story.
Oh, thank
So,
you. Thank you. Thank you for your story about that young woman.
Well, you continue on, sir,
Oh, thank you very much.
and we'll be seeing you again. So,
Hopefully.
and so remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. The next person you wave at could be your next best friend. We'll see you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.